The house was silent, heavy with the weight of Eric's confession. Roland stood frozen, disbelief etched onto his face as he absorbed the truth that the man he had trusted, cared for, and even sacrificed for was not who he claimed to be. Without saying a word, Roland stormed out of the house, unable to bear the betrayal any longer. He walked to a quiet corner of the yard, sinking to his knees under the cover of darkness. Tears filled his eyes as he thought about all that had been lost, their family's land, their last connection to their ancestors, all given up for someone who never needed their help. Destiny entered the house moments later, searching for answers. She found Eric sitting there, guilt written plainly across his features. "What happened?" she demanded, her voice trembling with emotion. Eric hesitated, then confessed everything, his wealth, his plan, and the lies he had woven in pursuit of genuine love. Destiny listened, her heart pounding with disbelief and rage. All this time, she and her father had worked tirelessly, sacrificing what little they had, believing Eric was in desperate need. How could he have deceived them so cruelly? Tears welled up in her eyes as anger surged through her body. "How dare you," she exclaimed, her voice shaking. "You made us suffer, knowing we were giving everything for someone who didn't need our help." Her words cut like knives, each accusation piercing deeper into Eric's already shattered conscience. "I never meant to hurt you," Eric pleaded, desperation coloring his tone. "I wanted to find true love, to escape the woman who only cared about my money. I thought if I pretended to be poor, I'd know if someone loved me for who I really am." But Destiny couldn't listen anymore. The weight of what had happened was too much to bear. She turned away, tears streaming down her face, and retreated to her room. Alone, she cried herself to sleep, mourning not just the betrayal but the hope she had begun to nurture, that maybe, just maybe, Eric could have been the one. Outside, Roland remained lost in his own sorrow. This man whom he had welcomed into their home, whom he had come to care for deeply, had betrayed them utterly. The land he had sold, the sacrifices he had made, it all felt meaningless now. Trust broken cannot easily be mended, and Roland wondered if it ever would. Meanwhile, whispers spread through the village like wildfire. By morning, everyone knew the truth: the crippled beggar they had pitied for months was actually a billionaire. Some villagers stared in disbelief, while others shook their heads in pity for Roland and Destiny. Judah, upon hearing the news, realized his chances with Destiny were over. How could he compete with a man of such immense wealth? Defeated, he sought comfort elsewhere, turning to Sophia in hopes of salvaging some semblance of pride. Inside the small house, Eric sat alone, overwhelmed by regret. He had come to the village seeking love, but instead, he had destroyed the very relationships he cherished most. Guilt gnawed at him as he replayed every moment of his deception in his mind. Had his desire for authenticity blinded him to the harm he caused? Now, facing the consequences of his actions, Eric wondered if there was any way to repair the damage, or if he had truly lost everything. As dawn broke over the village, Eric resolved to try once more to make things right. But deep down, he feared it might already be too late.